What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jerome, and I'm back with the review for Black Ink Crew Chicago, Season 5, Episode 1, titled 9 Mag is Forever. So, without further ado, let's get this shit started. Alright, so this episode, it picks up 2 weeks after the finale episode of Season 4. So, if we all remember, last season ended with Ryan taking over the Loyal Ink shop, and it was back to being 9 Mag, which we all called that from episode 1 up until the finale episode. So we see Ryan, he's at the baseball stadium, he's throwing the first pitch, which we never really saw that pitch. And this nigga looks like somebody's uncle named Jose, Julio, Hector, you know, something like that. Because him with this slick back hair, I'm like, Ryan, I cannot with you. So we go over to 9 Mag shop. So who do we have at the 9 Mag shop? We had that girl, Brittany Slam, who got into a fight last season. Who did she get into a fight with last season? I forgot. We got Brittany Slam. We have Lightweight Lily. We got Booty Hole 4. And we got Drunk Ass Bella. So, you know, Bella, drunk ass, she spits out this whack ass rap. 4 didn't like the rap. And we find out that 4 and Nikki still not together after 4 showed his whole asshole to some girl, which ended up on, you know, Twitter. Everybody saw the video. And, you know, Lily is letting them know that she is about to turn 25. And I'm like, 25 what, in dog years? Like, shit, Lily. Like, I really thought Lily was older than 25. I thought Lily was at least between 30 and 35 years old. But nope, she's 25 years old. So she was born on Mexican Independence Day, which is September 16th, I believe. I have to look that up. She's having a Mexican, a Mexican as fuck party. She's inviting all of them to the party, and it's a costume party. So she wants them all to dress up. So I guess they all gonna come to the party, and they're all gonna dress up. So then, I think it was that girl Brittany Slam who was talking about Lily getting her nipples pierced, and I'm like, oh shit. When she went and got her nipples pierced, I'm like, I don't know if I want my nipples pierced anymore, because when I saw her with that needle and looked like she was twisting her nipples, I said, absolutely not. Nope. I'm good on the nipple piercing. And then she only got one, like, nah, bitch. If you get one pierced, you might as well get the other one pierced. Like, that is ugly as fuck to walk around with one nipple pierced. Just saying. My personal opinion, get them both done. All right, so now we got our favorite couple, Dawn and Ashley. Dawn and Ashley are back together. You know what? If Ashley likes it, I fucking love it, because I'm not even gonna go too deep into Dawn and Ashley this season, because I did enough of that last season. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. If Ashley likes it, I love it. By all means, stick with it, bitch. So we find out that they're back together. They're living under one roof with one another. And since the whole Loyal Ink shit went down last season, 4 is not working at Loyal Ink, 9 Mag, or anything. So Ashley's the one that's doing all the working now. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he's playing Mr. Mom to the boys. And they are out celebrating their little boy's 1-year birthday. So then, Ashley is talking about how, they are living in what she considers a bachelor pad. And she wants him to get out of that place and to get a house. But with him not, with the things not going through with him being a manager at Loyal Ink, he's just not quite sure right now. And, he doesn't necessarily want to go back to 9 Mag right now. He's just not sure what he wants to do right now. So basically, the plans of getting him a house is put on hold until Dawn figures out what the fuck Dawn is going to do. Alright, so then we see Charmaine with her busted ass wig. I don't know whose wigs look horrible. Pam's wigs from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood or Charmaine's fucked up wigs. Either way it go, they tied for fucked up of the fucked up. So we find out with Charmaine, she's still at WCGI. I believe that's what the radio station's name is. She is, what else is she doing? She's still at the radio station. She did some work with Bossip. I'm like, oh, kudos to you for doing some work with Bossip. She also is on the news station. I'm like, who the fuck would turn? I'm like, if I were to turn on the news at any point in the day and see Charmaine's old loudmouth ass on the TV, I would immediately turn it to the next news station, because there's more than one news station. And if that girl is on it, I'm not fucking watching it. Like, don't nobody want to listen to fucking Charmaine on the radio, on a news station. Absolutely not. She's great for radio because you can just turn the bitch down and not have to listen to it. Hell, on the TV station, you can mute her. But damn, I just would not want to see Charmaine on no TV station. So then we see her and Neek. They at their apartment? Whoever's apartment they were at. We saw Don and Ashley there. We briefly saw Danielle. Who else was there? Van and Jen were there. And was that it? Yeah, that was it. So, they having a good time. And then Van talking about, that video of Ford. And he was like, why did he go all the way back to his ass? Which I think a lot of people are trying to figure that out. What female did you send that to? I don't even think I'll be honest with you, I don't think he sent that to a female. I think he sent that to a dude. Like, I don't know, no female that want to see. Maybe, there might be something out there. I'm not even going to get into that. So why are they talking about Ford is at the door knocking, and he comes in. And, they start talking about that. Why did he do that? And then did he say he likes his dick sucked from the back, or did he say he likes ass play? Either way it go, he said something about that. And they said, where'd you get that from? Why did he say where he got it from? Why did he say Don? Because when he said Don, Ashley got pissed off. And that caused a whole argument between Don and Ashley. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, you two arguing over ass play or dick sucking from behind. Like, either way it go, y'all arguing over that bullshit. Like, whatever. Like Ashley, if your man likes ass play, do it. So that way, tickle his prostate. That way he ain't out here cheating on you with other bitches. Like, it's just that simple. If he likes it. If he likes his booty tickled, just tickle his booty. If he like his balls sucked from the back, suck his balls from the back. If you like his dick sucked from the back, bitch, suck his dick from the back. That way your man ain't out here cheating on you. So those two motherfuckers ended up leaving. So Van is talking to Don. I mean, not Don, but to Ford about the whole shit that happened with Ryan. How Don felt, and Ford is basically like he didn't want to get in between that shit with those two, which I get it, And then he didn't really know very much about what Ryan had planned, so I don't see why Ryan did throw that ball. My bad. So I don't know why they are going so hard on him. And then Van is talking about how he wanted to sit down and have how he felt about it, and I'm like, Van, oh my God. Here we go with this big puffball chest of yours. Like, oh, good God. I don't know if I'm going to be able to deal with Van this season again. Like, he screams for no motherfucking reason sometimes. Like, you're going to bust a blood vessel. Shit. All right, so then we see Charmaine and Neek. Charmaine and Neek are going to see a doctor for Botox. She was trying to get it suspenseful, make us think that she was pregnant. I'm like, bitch, I hope the fuck you not pregnant. Please, you do not need to procreate ever. Like your daddy said, he raised a dummy. I will never get over that. Her daddy said he raised a dummy. Yeah, she's getting Botox because she perspires a lot. So, she's sitting down with the doctor. She's talking about she wants to get Botox in her forehead because she sweats from her forehead. She wants to get Botox in her armpits because her armpits sweats and she be musty. I'm like, that's nasty as fuck. I wouldn't tell nobody that. And then she said she wanted to get Botox in her puss because her puss sweat. I'm like, well, bitch, that ain't something that doctor can help you with. Like, if your puss is sweating that badly, you might want to go see your OBGYN and figure out why your puss is sweating so much. And and then the fact that she said it sweats like that, like, bitch, I hope you take a shower before you and Neek fuck like that. Oh, no. So then when the doctor started doing the Botox on Charmaine, like, I don't think those needles are that sharp and that long or anything, but she up there just, doing the most. I'm like, oh my God, this is why I can't tolerate Charmaine sometimes. Like, before this show even came on, like, I had been preparing myself since I found out when Black Ink Crew were coming back. I had to mentally prepare myself for the bullshit that is Charmaine. And I still ain't prepared myself for the bullshit that is Charmaine. But we're going to get through it. All right, so then we have Ford. He is meeting Don at the basketball court. And, they kind of have a conversation with one another. Because they really have not talked to each other since the whole Loyal Ink shit happened. And I'm on Don's side. Well, you know what? I see both Don and Ford's side. Because when it comes down to it, Don just felt like, shit, man, you my brother, and Ryan is somebody that we cool with. And, he felt blindsided by the whole thing. And instead of blindsiding him, he would have preferred it for either Ford or Ryan to pull him to the side and let him know what was going on, which I agree with that. And I understand where he's coming from with that. And then I understand Ford's side as well, because Ford didn't really know what Ryan was doing. He didn't know what Ryan was doing until they got to the shop. And that's when he found out that Ryan had taken over the shop. He didn't even know that the other crew was in jeopardy of losing, the lease to the shop. So, like I said, I get where both of them come from, and Ford apologizes to him, and they make up with each other as brothers should. Like, it's not that deep for them to just be mad at each other. Just be like, what, bro, I was wrong. When I found out then, I maybe could have texted you, gave you a heads up and said, hey, Ryan is owner of the shop again. And, it's fault on both sides to other fence. Because, when it comes down to Don and them, they were trying to pit Ford against Ryan. So, like I said, it's fault on both sides. And I'm glad that they were able to squash this shit and just move forward. All right, so then we got Uncle Hector, because he's talking to his mama. And we found out that Ryan and Rachel have broken up. Surprise, surprise. And really not a surprise, because Rachel has not gotten over that whole cat situation, which I just saw on Instagram. The cat got a show coming called Enigma, whatever the name of her shop is out there in LA. And she got Kevin from Black Ink Crew New York last season on her show with her. I'm like, okay. They didn't say what network it was coming on. I know it ain't coming on VH1. It could. Would Big Fish be that petty? They could be. So yeah, like I said, Rachel has just not gotten over that whole cat situation. But Ryan said that it was a mistake, and Ryan has tried to move forward with Rachel with it. But if things don't work out, it is what it is. And his mom asked him how his work going, and he says work is going good for right now. And actually said work is crazy. And he's talking about how he doesn't want to reconcile with Charmaine and Van mostly. And his mama telling him that you have to forgive them for yourself. You don't want to walk around harboring any hate, any hard feelings for anybody. And I was happy that his mama said that, because that kind of resonated with me. Because there's a situation right now that I'm going through where there are some people in my life that I don't necessarily 100% like. Right, I actually have a little bit of hatred in my heart for them, and I pray every day to get this hatred out of my heart. I don't think that I'm gonna be able to get rid of this hatred that I have until I actually just sit down with either a psychologist, psychiatrist, some kind of a doctor, so that I can just vent and possibly get some medication that will help me move through my life, because I know everybody who's subscribed to my channel knows that I lost my mother. So I think that's a big part of what's going on with me. I just have to find a doctor, talk to him, and figure out a way to get through that. So then we see this scene where there's this mother and father whose son was killed 5 years ago. I think they said he got hit by a car. I can't really remember. So they're telling Ryan about a tattoo that he wants to get, and it's his son, and it's a stairway to heaven. So Ryan does the tattoo, and once Ryan finishes with that tattoo, that was a badass tattoo. Like, that's one thing I like, when we actually see them tattooing people, and not with all the bullshit. Like, I love just seeing them doing a tattooing, which is far and few between. But when we do see that shit, it's just like, damn, I love that shit. As opposed to all the motherfucking drama, because it just be sometimes nonsense ass drama. All right, so then we had this scene where we're celebrating Don's birthday. So we got the whole crew there, and none other than Ryan shows up to the party. I'm like, oh shit, this is not gonna go well. Like, you got Charmaine there, but thank God Van was out there, because if Van was there, that shit would have went left quickly. So then, Don and Ryan, they go to the side and they have a conversation with each other. And Charmaine was in her feelings. I'm like, Charmaine, why are you in your feelings? Like, oh my God. You had a conversation with Ryan. Ryan brushed you off with that conversation. Let it be. So, Don is telling Ryan how he felt. The same thing that he told Ford. Why didn't you just have a conversation with me? You're like, I ain't fuck you over. Like, why did you feel the need to fuck me over? And Ryan said that he was collateral damage. And that, he still looks at him as a brother, and, he loves him, and he apologizes to Don. And, he telling him, you know what, you always got a spot at 9 Mag if you want it. Like, if you want to come back, I got you. I want you there. I need you there. So, they make up with each other, and all is good between Don and Ryan. I don't know why I blanked that. Right? All right, so then we see this scene where Charmaine is hosting this small, intimate listening party for the Chicago artists, and every time you see somebody come in, Charmaine is loud as all get out. Hey! I'm like, Charmaine, when are you not ever at a 10? Like, I could not be at a function with Charmaine for 5 seconds, because after 5 seconds, I'm like, you know what? She a little bit too loud in my ear, and I'm gonna have to dip out because I just can't sit here and listen to this shit. Like, she's loud. So then, we see Van, him and Jen are there, and was it him and Jen? I think it was him and Jen. And then we see Forrest there. So, Van wants to talk about what happened at Don's party. Charmaine, again, is still in her motherfucking feelings, talking about Ryan showed up. And then that sparked something with Don. I mean, not Don, but Van. Again, Charmaine and these struggling wigs. They look like straw hats. They look like straw mops and brooms. Like, who does her wigs? Because her wigs are fucked up. Hella fucked up. Hellified fucked up. So then, I don't know why Ford felt the need to tell them that, Don is going back to 9 Mag, because that did not sit well with old Jigglypuff. I'm like, oh shit. So Jigglypuff is like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down and have a conversation with Ryan. I'm like, this is not gonna go well, because you're gonna get puffed up in your chest and want to go off on Ryan. It's not gonna work well. So we are celebrating Lily's birthday party, and some birthday party that was, might I add. So, everybody's there. They all dressed up, and then we see Van. He's driving there because Lily posted it on social media, and it was an open invitation. Ain't all y'all shit open invitation, be honest with you. So then we see Jen is in the car with Van. I'm like, oh fuck. So Jen is still upset about the whole campfire thing that happened last season with Reese and Lily when they all got into it with one another. I'm like, this is not gonna end well. So they make it to the party, and they could hear Jen outside screaming Lily's name. So then these two start, I don't even know how they call themselves fighting, because there was a fence between those two, and you just see hands flying, and I'm like, but y'all not even making contact with one another. So what are y'all hitting at? The air, each other's forearm? Like, what are y'all hitting at? Like, y'all ain't hitting shit. Oh God. So then, Jen is still trying to get at Lily, and then we see Ryan. He's sitting outside the shop and on the car, and Van want to go up to him and talk to him. Ryan brushed that nigga off like, nope, nigga, we not talking. So Van Jigglypuff gets in his feelings, and he just buffs up his chest, and then he and Ryan start to get into it, and Ryan just actually, Ryan and him didn't get into it. He got into it with Ryan. Ryan just sitting there smiling and laughing. And the only way that was broken up because the police pulled up there and turned on their sirens and told them to move around. But that was the opening episode of Black and Crew Chicago. Like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later. And like I said in my Love and Hip Hop Miami review, I am thinking about reviewing Grownish. If I do review Grownish, it won't be up tonight, but if I do review it, it'll be up tomorrow sometime. It'll probably be up tomorrow night after I get home from work. So I will see you guys later.